Hello guys, and this is the Russian Genius, and around a month ago I asked you guys if you wanted me to make a new tutorial on the Top Shot, which looks like this. And everyone said yes, no one said no. So I am of course going to be making a new tutorial on the Top Shot. And also, before I start, I want to say that I am looking through the monitor of the camera. I'm not looking into my hands, so sometimes I may fail and you are going to see some cards fall on the floor. But that's how the Top Shot it looks like. One of the cool things about the Top Shot. Hey, that's Putin the bunny. Hey Putin, how are you? Come here. You wanna come here? No, you don't. Alright. That's Putin. My name is Vladimir, just so you guys know. And here's also something that you can do with the Top Shot. You can snap your fingers and produce the two kings just like this. Let me show you it once again, just like that. So, let's move on to the tutorial right now. If you want tips on the Top Shot, link in the description for that. I will also be giving tips in this video. What is happening with the move is that a card is being shot from the top into your hand. This move is made by Leonard Green, a brilliant magician who has created hundreds of moves, I think. Now, the move is done like this. You hold the deck in the mechanic's grip. Your index finger is going to be on the side. You are able to do this move with the index finger on top, but everyone does it with the index finger on the side. What is happening, briefly, is that the top card is being bended with the use of the pinky finger. It's being pulled down so fast that it jumps and rotates like this, and then you catch it with the hand. If I don't catch it with the hand, it looks like... it looks like that. So, here is a slow motion footage. Boom! Sexy slow motion, just like that. Flying from hand to hand. Like this. Really cool. You can do it 1, 2, 3 times, even more. And here's the basic explanation. Hold it like this. Index finger on the side, and then all the other fingers, they're also on the side. And you're going to hold the deck tightly. Not too tight, but you need to make sure that you are control over all the cards except the top card. Basically, what's happening is you are holding all the cards, and the top card is able to flick off the top. So you need to make sure that stuff like this does not happen. So you need to hold it a little bit tightly, not too much. And the pinky finger is actually going to go on top of the deck. It's kind of like having a pinky break for the pass. When you are doing the pass, then you usually have a pinky break that is a bit bigger, and the same with the Top Shot. You're going to have the entire surface of the pinky on top of the card, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to pull the card. It's kind of like doing the Gardini change, where you do it like that and pull the card. If you know how to do the Gardini change, which looks something like that, all you have to do is let go of the card and then catch it. So the pinky finger is going to take the card down like this, and you take it, it goes off the thumb, and when you pull it downwards, you're going to let go of the pinky, and when you let go, here's what happens. It's going to flick off like that. And the most important thing is that the card flies face up. You need to make sure it flies like this and rotates, and it does not fly and do, crazy stuff like this and land on the floor. It needs to fly evenly and land into the hand. I mean, when practicing, it doesn't really matter if it lands in your hands or not. Just make sure that you're able to get the card flying kinda parallel to the floor for a half a second. So like that. And when trying it for the first time, I recommend holding your hands as close as possible, even holding it like this. It's so much easier doing it from here than doing it from there. There's a big difference in the distance. Wait. Just like that, but it looks really good. Alright, so the pinky is dragging the card down, and once the card is off the thumb, then you're instantly going to do this with the pinky. Your pinky is going to go down and stretch out. So you're kinda stretching out all the fingers except for index finger and thumb. Look, just like that. You are stretching out the fingers like that. So it's kind of like you're pulling it downwards. Once you have pulled down the card, then you're going to stretch out because that puts more speed into the card. It's kind of like doing this. Take your thumb, lick it, put a little bit of moisture on the thumb, and then do this. As you can see, you're doing top shot with the thumb. You are doing a fucking top shot with the thumb. I mean, look at this. You can just do this. Boom. And you are doing something that looks like a top shot. The same with the pinky. Boom, just like that. And the less cards you have, the more difficult it is going to be. So what I am going to do is I am going to use another deck, and then we will try it a few more times. Alright, so this is the hand placement, and then pinky takes down and you catch it. And here is a good way of catching it. Make sure that the corner is pointing towards your hand. So imagine there's a line going from this corner to this corner, and it is pointing onto your hand. When you have that imaginary line and you do the top shot, then it's kind of easier to catch it. It's a little bit easier to predict where the card is going. I'm not used to this deck. This deck is a bit different. I'm not really used to it. Wait, what's happening? Just like that. And before I leave, I want to give you two tips. One of the tips is that, as I said, make sure that the corner is pointing at your hand and then catching it. And the other tip is that when doing the top shot, you are going to bend the deck. You are bending the deck, as you can see. So the deck is being bent downwards with the use of the pinky, because the pinky is putting more tension on the deck, and the thumb as well. And when the pinky lets go, that's how it flies off the thumb and lands into the other hand. You need to, of course, catch it with the other hand before it lands, like this. And the last tip I have is, before you do the move, bend the deck a little bit, because then it's going to be much more easier. A lot of people, they do the top shot when the deck is bended the other way, and it is extremely difficult to do, in my opinion at least. It is possible. So that was all I wanted to say. Thank you guys really much for watching. Hopefully this explanation was not too long. Anyways, thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoy my tutorial on the top shot. I'm going to add a link in the description if you want further tips on the top shot. Check out Putin the Bunny. You can check him out by clicking right there. So thank you guys really much for watching. This move is incredibly good, and it looks really good as well when done correctly. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.